Hi everybody, it's Neal Weichel with RE/MAX, and this video is specially directed towards those of us that are 55 years and older, okay? This is a very fast growing segment, demographic, if you will, in the real estate world that we talk about. And today's video is going to address some of those concerns that you and I might have, those of us that are 55 and older. Now, I'm doing this in a series of follow-up videos that'll address very specific issues about taxation and things like that for those of us that are 55 plus. Today's kind of an overview. Why am I doing a video that's geared towards those of us that are 55 and older? Well, last week there was an article that talked about who is selling homes these days, and guess what? The number one demographic that's selling homes is still baby boomers. Now, part of that is because they have so much equity in their homes, of course, but baby boomers are those of us that are 62 and older, right? And they're selling homes at a very high level for a few reasons. The first reason, and I'm going to outline three, is the desire to get closer to family. It's the number one motivator, right? To get those grandkids close by. Maybe it's kids, maybe it's siblings. The desire for companionship. It is the number one reason when I sit down with somebody, they say they want to move. It's to be closer to family, all right? And the number two reason is because all of a sudden we're seeing much more selection, okay? The home builders are creating these master plan communities and neighborhoods that are really geared towards the 55 plus demographic. And they're making them very active with all kinds of different things, lots of variety. And so those of us that are in this demographic are seeing choices we didn't see before. Inventory is up across the board, and some of these communities are really speaking to us. I have a great client who moved from here in Santa Clarita to, of all places, Margaritaville, Florida. And I said, Mike, Margaritaville, Florida, what's that all about? He sends me videos all the time. It's 6,000 homes on the beach in Florida. They're having a great time. Very active, all kinds of stuff. You could see why somebody in my demographic would say, hey, I want to do something different, but I want to have some fun. And believe me, he's having a lot of fun. Now, the third reason why this demographic is selling homes at a high rate is because there's some really good financial reasons to do so, okay? Our age group looks very carefully at every dollar when we make a move. It's very important and it's very considered before making a move. So what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about if you're staying in the state of California, as an example, you can take your property tax base with you. Okay, you may be paying cash for a home, but you care a lot about what your property taxes are going to be. So let's say, as an example, you bought a home back in the day for $300,000. You've lived in it for a long time. You got a lot of equity, and today it's worth $1 million. But you've been paying a property tax basis that's much lower, because that's how it works in California. And now you're going to sell that home. Maybe your tax basis, say, at a $400,000 home, and you're going to buy another home. Maybe it's a replacement home of maybe $900,000 or maybe even $1 million, but you don't want the tax bill that goes with a $900,000 or $1 million home. Well, you can take your existing property taxes on the home you've lived in all these years with you and keep your taxes low. It's a very appealing thing to seniors. Now, the next reason is because you're allowed to also sell your home. Perhaps there's a lot of equity in it. It's gone up in value a lot, and not pay capital gain on a large portion of it. Okay, if you're married, up to $500,000. So to use that same example, you bought the home for $300,000. Today it's worth $1 million. Maybe you put $100,000 in improvements. You redid your kitchen, or you put in a pool or something like that. Your tax basis is such that $500,000 or almost $500,000 in profit could be yours to take with you. No capital gain at all. If your spouse has passed in the last 2 years, you can still shield up to $500,000 if it's time for you to make a move. And if you're single, it's $250,000, right? So there's a lot of reasons why you can sell, unlock that equity, and pay no tax on it. So to recap, closer to family, lots more choices, some tax reasons. I'll be doing specific videos in these areas that I think will help you as you're navigating what's next for you, whether it's for yourself, for your parents, loved ones. The 55 and older demographic is going to really have a lot to say in the real estate world for the next few years. Thank you.